Have you ever wondered what you'd do if someone you deeply cared about, someone defenseless, was hurt right before your eyes? Would you step up and fight for them, no matter the cost? This is a story of loyalty, courage, and the power of standing up for what's right. And at its heart is none other than Keanu Reeves, a name you know, but a story you've never heard. Picture this, a sunny afternoon, the streets alive with the hum of city life, and Keanu Reeves, the embodiment of humility and kindness, taking a break from filming to walk his canine co-star, Buddy. What started as a peaceful stroll quickly turned into a moment that tested his courage and character. Before we dive into this incredible story, don't forget to subscribe to Motivation for Success, where we bring you the most inspiring stories of resilience, compassion, and triumph. This one is sure to leave you moved, and maybe even thinking about how you, too, can make a difference. Let's jump in. Have you ever been in a moment so peaceful that you couldn't imagine anything going wrong, only to have everything change in the blink of an eye? That's exactly what happened to Keanu Reeves and his loyal canine co-star, Buddy, on what seemed to be a simple, quiet day in the city. As Keanu strolled through the tree-lined streets, he noticed a small, charming cafe with a shaded patio. It seemed like the perfect place to take a break, let Buddy rest, and grab some water. The hum of quiet conversations, the clinking of coffee cups, and the smell of freshly brewed espresso created an atmosphere of calm. Keanu tied Buddy's leash securely to a sturdy chair outside, giving the dog a gentle pat on the head before heading inside to fetch some water. The peace was short-lived. A man wearing a biker's vest and an air of hostility entered the patio, his demeanor sharp and his voice loud enough to disrupt the serenity. His gaze fell on Buddy, and his face twisted into a scowl. Muttering under his breath about animals not belonging in public spaces, he grew louder, drawing the attention of the cafe's patrons. Then, without warning, the man raised his boot and kicked Buddy in the side. The dog's sharp yelp cut through the chatter of the cafe like a knife. Conversation stopped, and heads turned toward the commotion. Buddy, confused and in pain, trembled as the cafe patron sat frozen in shock. The man, unfazed, smirked smugly at the frightened animal. Inside, Keanu heard the cry and rushed out. His calm composure quickly shifted to protective instinct when he saw Buddy cowering and the man standing over him, unapologetic. Keanu knelt down, gently inspecting Buddy, before turning to face the man with a cold, firm voice. "What do you think you're doing?" Keanu demanded, his voice calm but carrying an unmistakable edge. The man shrugged carelessly. "Teach your mutt some manners," he sneered, his tone mocking. Keanu's jaw tightened, his body taut with restrained anger. "You've got no right to hurt him," he said, his voice steady but laced with determination. The biker, however, wasn't done. "Control your animal," he growled. "Or someone else will." With one last smirk, he turned and muttered under his breath, "You'll regret this." The next morning, Keanu's worst fears came true. During a routine check on set, Buddy collapsed suddenly. His breathing was labored, and his tail, usually wagging, hung limply. Keanu immediately rushed him to the nearest veterinary clinic, panic tightening his chest. The vet quickly ran tests and delivered the news: Buddy had been poisoned. Keanu's heart sank as the vet explained that the poison had likely been hidden in a piece of food given to Buddy. The guilt of not being able to protect his loyal companion gnawed at Keanu, but it was soon replaced by a deep resolve. This was more than an attack on a dog, this was a cruel act that demanded justice. Keanu called his trusted friend, Sheriff Mark Hansen, explaining the events in detail. The sheriff, known for his swift action and integrity, promised to launch an investigation immediately. True to his word, Sheriff Hansen and his team followed the trail, uncovering not only the attack on Buddy but a series of other illegal activities connected to the biker and his associates. As the investigation deepened, it became clear that the attack on Buddy wasn't an isolated incident. The biker gang had a reputation for intimidation, cruelty, and violence in the neighborhood. Through witness accounts and surveillance footage, the sheriff's team was able to identify the man responsible for poisoning Buddy. The bikers were arrested in a dramatic raid, and the evidence uncovered during the investigation revealed illegal substances, weapons, and disturbing accounts of animal abuse. News of the arrest spread quickly, and the neighborhood breathed a collective sigh of relief. Residents began to speak openly about the fear they had lived under and the gratitude they felt for the action taken to restore safety to their community. The cafe owner, too, reached out to Keanu to express his thanks. "Your courage to stand up for what's right inspired us all," he said. "This community owes you and Buddy more than we can say." Back at the clinic, Buddy was showing signs of improvement. The skilled veterinary team worked tirelessly to flush the toxins from his system, and their efforts paid off. Buddy's wagging tail and bright eyes, though weaker than usual, were a sign that he was on the road to recovery. Keanu visited Buddy daily, sitting by his side and reading lines from their upcoming scenes together. The bond between man and dog grew even deeper, forged not just on the movie set but through the real-life ordeal they had faced. One afternoon, as Keanu gently scratched behind Buddy's ears, the vet approached with good news. "Buddy's strong," she said, smiling. "He'll make a full recovery." Keanu felt a wave of relief and gratitude. "Thank you," he said softly. "He's more than a co-star, he's family." Reflecting on the events, Keanu couldn't help but think about the lessons the ordeal carried. "Kindness and compassion aren't optional," he said in an interview later. "They're responsibilities. Standing up for those who can't stand up for themselves, whether they're people or animals, is something we all need to do." The experience left Keanu with a renewed sense of purpose. He began to advocate more openly for animal welfare and the importance of standing against cruelty in all its forms. His words resonated deeply, inspiring others to take action in their own communities. This story isn't just about a dog or a famous actor, it's a powerful reminder of the transformative impact of compassion, courage, and standing up for what's right. Keanu Reeves' actions in the face of adversity not only saved a vulnerable animal but also sparked a chain reaction of justice and community healing. His unwavering commitment to doing the right thing, even when the stakes were high, offers a lesson that resonates far beyond this single event. At its core, this story is about the undeniable power of kindness. It highlights how small, seemingly simple choices, like standing up for a defenseless dog, can ripple outward, creating profound change. Keanu could have chosen to ignore the biker's cruelty, thinking it wasn't his responsibility. But instead, he stepped forward, not out of obligation, but from a deep sense of moral duty. This decision set off a series of events that not only brought justice to the biker but also brought safety and peace to an entire neighborhood. His courage inspired others to act, proving that even one person can ignite meaningful change. Compassion, as shown in Keanu's actions, isn't always convenient or easy. In fact, it often requires us to step out of our comfort zones, to take risks, and to face uncomfortable situations head-on. In this case, Keanu didn't let fear of confrontation stop him from protecting his loyal companion. He recognized that standing up for what's right might not be popular or simple, but it's always necessary. His actions remind us that true compassion is about more than feeling sympathy, it's about taking action, even when it's difficult. Courage is another vital theme of this story. Keanu's bravery wasn't just in the initial confrontation with the biker, it was also in his resolve to seek justice after Buddy was poisoned. Many people might have been paralyzed by fear or uncertainty, unsure of how to proceed. But Keanu's determination to protect Buddy and hold the perpetrator accountable serves as a powerful example of how courage can overcome even the most daunting challenges. It's a reminder that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. What's truly remarkable about this story is the way it underscores the interconnectedness of our actions. Keanu's decision to protect Buddy didn't just save one dog, it created a ripple effect that touched countless lives. The biker gang's arrest not only removed a dangerous presence from the community but also empowered residents to speak out and reclaim their neighborhood. It's a testament to how one act of kindness, rooted in courage, can have far-reaching consequences. This story also challenges us to reflect on our own actions. How often do we stand up for what's right, even when it's inconvenient? How often do we choose kindness over indifference, courage over complacency? Keanu's story inspires us to look inward and ask ourselves whether we're doing enough to make a difference in the lives of others, whether human or animal. It reminds us that we all have the power to create positive change, no matter how small our actions might seem. Another profound takeaway from this story is the reminder of the bond between humans and animals. Buddy wasn't just a co-star in Keanu's movie, he was a loyal companion, a being deserving of respect and protection. Their relationship highlights the importance of empathy toward animals and the responsibility we have to care for and protect them. Animals depend on us, not just for their survival, but for the kindness and love that every living creature deserves. Keanu's experience also sheds light on the broader issue of animal cruelty and the need for stronger measures to prevent it. The biker's actions were not just a one-time offense, they were part of a larger pattern of violence and disregard for life. By bringing attention to this issue, Keanu's story serves as a call to action for all of us to advocate for better treatment of animals and stricter consequences for those who harm them. Beyond the themes of kindness, courage, and justice, this story is also a testament to resilience. Buddy's recovery, made possible by Keanu's quick actions and the dedicated care of the veterinary team, is a symbol of the strength and spirit that can emerge even in the face of cruelty. It's a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is hope, and that with the right support and care, healing is always possible. As we reflect on Keanu's story, it's clear that it holds lessons for all of us. It reminds us that standing up for what's right isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. It shows us the importance of acting with compassion and courage, even when it feels like our actions might not make a difference. And it inspires us to believe in the power of kindness to create change, no matter how small our efforts might seem. In the end, this story isn't just about a dog or a movie star, it's about the potential we all have to make the world a better place. It's a call to action for each of us to live with integrity, to stand up for what's right, and to choose kindness every single day. If this story moved you, consider spreading kindness today. Stand up for someone who can't stand up for themselves, help a stray animal, or simply offer a smile to a stranger. Every act of compassion, no matter how small, makes a difference. And if you want to hear more stories that inspire and uplift, subscribe to Motivation for Success, your destination for tales of courage, kindness, and the power of the human spirit. Together, let's create a world where compassion and courage are the norm, not the exception. Kindness is a choice. Let's choose it every day.